Jennifer Garner has resided in some of the most gorgeous family homes throughout the years, subsequent to continuing on from her long-term home in the Pacific Palisades. She leased a delightful all-white house opposite that place worth around $14 million. Meanwhile, the entertainer was having a pristine custom home worked for her in the neighborhood of Brentwood, Los Angeles, which will currently be her primary dwelling place. Hey guys, welcome back to Famous Estate, where we talk about the amazing facts of the world of fame. Let's get on the tour of Jennifer Garner's house with us. In the event that you were attempting to depict entertainer Jennifer Garner with a couple of short words, you'd presumably utilize goals like dazzling, complex, and immortal, and think about what you can utilize those identical words to portray her current and previous homes. It just so happens house hunting should be in the air. All things considered, not exclusively is Jennifer in that frame of mind of moving into her pristine house. Yet her previous fire and once spouse, Ben Affleck, likewise moved into another spot of his own with previous ex and presently revived fire, Jennifer Lopez. Be that as it may, Jennifer didn't believe that Ben should be the only one having a great time. So, subsequent to selling her lengthy time span home in the Pacific Palisades, she leased herself a fresh out of the plastic new spot down the road. Her old one, a dazzling all-white homestead that is valued at around $14 million. Thus, for what reason was Jennifer leasing her house and not accepting the spot through and through? Indeed, in light of the fact that for the recent years, she's been having a tiny new home developed for her in the stylish neighborhood of Brentwood. What's more, assuming her Instagram is to be accepted, it appears as though Jennifer's new residence is at long last prepared for her as well as her children. The circumstances may be getting hot and weighty, with Jennifer Lopez once more at another house in Beverly Slopes. Jennifer Garner is flourishing in a fantastic $14 million chateau situated in Los Angeles, neighborhood of Pacific Palisades. The house was previously possessed by beauty care products heir dignitary component prior to being offered to the ongoing financial backer, proprietor for a revealed $13.86 million. Indeed, it's distinct precisely the amount Jen was leasing the spot for. Landside Zillow gauges, and she's likely paying some place in the vicinity of $53,000 every month. That sure is a large chunk of change, yet basically Jennifer is encircling herself in extravagance, and we realize that she can manage the cost of it. Thus, we should investigate the spot. This legendary measured chateau flaunts 6 rooms, 7.5 showers, and ranges, in excess of 10,500 square feet, which implies there's a lot of room for spare rooms. The home's conventional outside is painted a fresh white and elements a lot of balanced overhangs close by a totally enchanting red front entryway. Indeed, even the front grass is impeccably manicured and has a delightful stoneway that leads straight up to the house, giving a hint of appeal. When inside, you'll find an incredibly huge front lobby that is sufficiently large to fit a Christmas tree. That is, as Jennifer herself would concede, somewhat forceful counterbalancing that open space is all a modern front room. It includes a dazzling white range along with an enormous sectional lounge chair and an extravagant carpet. In the meantime, an assortment of toss pads and covers make an extremely comfortable energy. Not a long way from that point is a completely rebuilt kitchen that has been furnished with marble countertop, white cupboards, and a white tram tile backsplash. While most of the kitchen proceeds with the all-white theme, the house is plainly going for its well-differentiated, profound, earthy colored shade of hardwood flooring that runs under. There's likewise a brilliant and vaporous breakfast niche that is found right off the kitchen. Heading higher up, you'll track down the homes for ensuite rooms, every one of them with its very own gallery flaunting clearing vistas. Concerning the expert suite, it's a very extensive room with vaulted roofs and flaunts a dazzling washroom. Here, rather than the dull hardwood floors, you'll find a light tile, while a vanity arranged directly before a few enormous windows lets a significantly more normal light. It likewise incorporates a monster measured tub and a huge stroll-in shower, and on the off chance that the washroom isn't sufficient to sell you on the spot, then could the gigantic stroll-in storage room that is likewise a piece of the suit. Here you'll find cupboard racks and more modest storage rooms for Jennifer to hang all her garments and frill. There's even adequate space for some extra seating, yet it's decent of this multitude of rooms have been up to this point. The base floor of the house is where the tomfoolery truly begins. Down here you'll find spaces tailor-made for diversion and unwinding like the home's monster screening room. It comes total with cowhide seating and a huge projection screen. On the off chance that you'd like to play a few games, all things being equal, you can head on over to the pool room where there's a lot of chance to play some pool on a table that sits under a tasteful-looking conventional light fixture. Somewhere else, there's an environment-controlled wine basement that gloats, uncovered stone walls and sufficient space to hold more containers. In the event that you're at any point deprived for a breeze down from the wine, perhaps Jennifer will welcome you to participate in her confidential sauna. It seems as though it's straight out of a 5-stars ball. The extensive lawn is likewise a gem. Here, there's a huge verdant yard that lines a pool, a spa, and an engaging deck that incorporates a chimney as well as a grill kitchen. In spite of how dazzling this spot is, we should not fail to remember that it's a rental, and Jen generally realized this was something transitory. Along these lines, how about we look at where she's made a beeline for next? As per the New York Post, Jennifer purchased a property situated in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Brentwood in 2019 for a revealed $7.9 million. She then quickly had the first 4-room house that was developed back in 1930, wrecked to clear a path for a custom home worked from the beginning at this point. We haven't discussed this yet, however, Jennifer has been dating an effective finance manager by the name John Mill, operator, starting around 2018. He's really the principal man she's been engaged with since her union with Affleck reached a conclusion. While the two have been together for a good measure of time, presently it's not accepted that Mill Operator will be imparting this new home to Jen. During a discussion with Individuals magazine, Jennifer would educate them concerning her everyday environment, saying, "I've discovered that I'm solid. I'm all right when I'm in the house without help from anyone else. I'm all right when it's simply the children and me. It's okay when they self-destruct. I mean, I have my minutes, yet essentially, I'm truly all right." And Jennifer will presumably be something other than okay in this new family home. The Puts is on under a portion of a selection of land and has been made to look like a Cape Cod propel plan. And since Jen has been engaged with each part of this home's development, she's likewise had a couple of unique subladies exceptionally introduced to truly cause the spot to feel extraordinary. For example, her lounge room has been worked to look like a completely loaded library with shelves everywhere. What's more, Jen even added an astounding touch with the option of a stained glass window intended to seem to be her lovely, brilliant retriever birdie. In the interim, Jen likewise offered us a brief look into this different region of her new home. Here we found that her kitchen flaunts floor-to-roof wooden boards that are intended to mask her gigantic refrigerator. The highly contrasted marble edges are nearly pretty much as striking as the all-white kitchen from her last spot. Concerning her parlor, it looks cozy and comfortable with significantly more wooden framing covering its walls while outlining an exemplary stone-set chimney. The last space Jen provided us with a look of is the home exercise center that offers every last bit of her important space to get lots of high-impact exercise, including a little trampoline. She's additionally clearly got adequate room outside to construct her own nursery. Yet the main harvest we know without a doubt, Jen's coming out, is a lot of delightful looking blueberries. With everything taken into account, this home seems fit for Jennifer spot on. This was your tour at the house of Jennifer Garner $8 million mansion. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about this $8 million mansion? Do you think it's worth the cost? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing videos about the world of fame. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, stay safe.